Ukrainians nearly escaped, as Russia was about to close the encirclement. It's day 800 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Starting from the Avdiivka sector. In our previous report, we saw how Russian forces captured 6 villages. That includes Kherson and Novokalinov. Furthermore, I also told you that for the last 2 days, Russians have started attacking in the direction of Arkhangelsk and Novoalexandrivka. When the Ukrainians lost Kherson and Novokalinov, they withdrew to the dominant heights located westwards. But as Russians started attacking Arkhangelsk, this threatened the Ukrainians with encirclement. However, at that time, as the Russians were still far, Ukrainians did not withdraw. In fact, they increased their resistance to Russian units advancing from the east and south. But Russian units advancing from the Okhotny found strategically big success. After I published my previous video, just within a few hours a report came. Russian forces advancing along the heights were able to capture half of Arkhangelsk, and took this whole area under their control. Now, as you can see, Ukrainian units defending at these positions were at the risk of complete encirclement. So prevent that they started withdrawing. It was then in the next few hours speculated that Ukrainian forces had left this whole area, as Russian forces were clearing it. Latest report says Russian forces completed the clearing and took this whole area under their control. In addition, they were also able to expand their control over Arkhangelsk. Russian sources claimed that Ukrainian units nearly escaped the encirclement. If they were little late, many Ukrainian units would be encircled. If we look at the topographic map, we can see that Russians have now nearly taken this section of height under their control. Currently, they are storming Arkhangelsk from multiple directions. It is likely that Ukrainians might withdraw to the dominant heights located northwards. However, currently there has been no signs. Now moving to Krasnohorivka. In the past couple of weeks, in which I was not able to upload reports on a daily basis, Russian forces have significantly improved their situation. Previously I reported that Russians, after withdrawing from the southern part, surprised Ukrainians by attacking the city from the east, and were successful. After which they started attacking the southern part once again from multiple directions. In the next few days, they were able to re-enter and capture the entire southern part. Around this time we got to see the recent improvisation of Russian forces, in which we saw their infamous turtle tank. Several videos of Russian mechanized assault were shared, in which they literally move through the open fields, enter the city from the south, complete their mission and return back, nearly unharmed. This surprised many people. As you already know, mechanized assault through any open fields has proven costly, time and time again for both sides. However, after a couple of assaults like these, Russians were able to capture this whole area in the next few days. Currently they are fighting in this industrial area. It is said that this is one of the strongest Ukrainian positions. Recently, after advancing along the Hilohikhna Street, they were able to capture gas station. Sources suggested that these high-rise buildings might be their next target, as it is another one of the strongest Ukrainian positions. However, since the last 2 days, their progress has slowed down due to strong Ukrainian resistance. Furthermore, they also activated the Staromykhailivka axis. When their fellow Russian units were advancing along this street, they launched an attack westwards. It was reported that they quickly broke through the old defensive line of Ukrainian forces and took this area under their control. Russian sources suggested that their forces are trying to gain a foothold in these 2 streets, after which they will advance on the city from 2 axes. Many sources believe that use of FAB bombs have helped Russian forces immensely in advancing along this front. It is speculated that if Ukraine does not get air defense systems from the west, Russian aviation might move freely. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.